How is it going, my friends? Carl in the house. We're going to talk a little bit about building trust in our relationships, and we're going to throw in a little bit of business just to spice things up. So, for the longest time, I have been a skeptic. I am one of those people who will take forever to buy from you. But over the years, I've learned quite a bit about online marketing, and I've followed a lot of people over that time, and I've learned that you have to follow people and you have to learn how to trust them. And one of the best ways to do that is through an extended period of time, mixed with a lot of enthusiasm, respect, and passion for somebody that you follow, to the point where you absolutely believe about 90% of what they're saying, maybe even 100%. So when it comes time to buy, right, when the person who you're following says, click now or act now to buy something from me, at least for me, I typically get really anxious and nervous, and I don't know why I would do such a thing, why I would buy from them. So the point I'm trying to make here is that it takes time for people to warm up to you before they buy. And I'm speaking not only for me, but I know there's other people out there like me. So I was thinking, what a better way to build a relationship than through continuous value, providing continuous value over a period of time, so that the person who is on the other end, who's hardly ever met you before, can warm up to you and learn to trust you and believe you and follow you and hopefully end up buying stuff from you. And so this is where we are, right? Over some long and difficult days, I've been doing everything from blogging to making music to making videos, and I've made podcasts before in the past, and I still have that podcast, and I'm proud to say that I still have that, right? And I'm getting lots of downloads on it. But what I've learned now right here in my life is that podcasting is a great way to build relationships because there's voice. The reason is you may not even know what I look like, but you can hear my voice and you can tell by the tone of my voice, without judgment or anything like that. You can kind of believe me and you can like me or whatever in a whole different way. And I feel like the ears don't judge as much as the eyes and everything else. Granted, we all have different words that we say, and our vocabulary is different, but for the most part, podcasting is a great way to share your personality and for you to get to know the person and to trust them, and then you can decide for yourself if you want to buy or if you want to pursue that relationship even further. And that's kind of the gist of it, of this particular episode, is because I was thinking about it. I built some courses, right? I have other things going on, right? There's always a sales funnel, I believe, that everyone has, and everyone's always trying to sell something. I believe that too. But so this is how it works, right? So podcasting is a great front end type of thing where people can learn to trust you after a while, right? They'll notice after a while, maybe for you after a while, you'll notice that I'm not selling you anything, or you may notice that I am selling something, and you can decide if you like that or not, or if it's worth your while. But basically, I have lots of different products. I kid you not. I have this course that I made called Wolf Official University, and then the other one is my music, right? I'm always pushing my music. And then what else do I got? Oh, I think I wrote a book or something like that. And then what's the other one I'm pushing? Oh, I have a Shopify store, which I drop ship t-shirts from Printful, and I'm hoping to make money from that. That is, I haven't made much yet. Actually, I haven't made any. I'm still beefing up the site right now. But what I'm trying to get at is that's all cool and stuff. But when it comes down to building relationships with people, blogging is great. You know, I've gotten a lot of traffic that way. But what's hard is that, so say the website that you're working on doesn't work out, because if you're anything like me, I'm very fearful of things not working out and whatnot. And so the idea behind blogging is great. You know, you never want to quit on a platform, and you definitely don't want to get rid of your brand name. You know, you always want to keep the same brand name and just keep working and trying to get that name out there so that people can buy from you hopefully later on or whatever. But now I'm at the point in my life where I have all these things in the background that I'm working on, right? But nobody's really gonna, you can have all the gimmicks and tricks that you want to get people to a certain place, but at the end of the day, I feel like nobody's really gonna buy from you unless there's trust, right? Like a personal connection. And that can also apply to Amazon, right? Amazon, you trust them. You may not know their face exactly, but you kind of know. You just, you have trust. So that's where podcasting comes in. And how podcasting is different from YouTube is because you kind of need to use your eyes and ears to watch YouTube. Sometimes, I listen to videos. And I don't always watch them on YouTube. So that's but for the most part, people are using podcasting because they're listening they're listening while they're showering, they're listening while they're driving, they're able to do a lot of different things, so it's very convenient when people are doing their most intimate things in privacy, and so it's very nice to be able to podcast. And I was listening from Gary Vaynerchuk the other day, was talking about you need to have an audio strategy for life and stuff like that. And I am pretty grateful that I have an Instagram account, Wolf Official, and I have about almost 6,000 followers. That's what I'm shooting for right now. But it takes time to build that. But that's a different strategy, right? And then obviously Snapchat is a different strategy. For me though, I think podcasting is where I'm going to focus most of my efforts, simply because you get to know me so much better through here than other things. And I'm not that great at YouTube. I don't make crazy videos. My life isn't that spectacular, by any stretch, and I don't really want to spend time chopping up the videos. I do have a background in video editing, but I don't really want to waste that kind of time when I could just come home from work and record a podcast with you, from my phone. And I use Anchor to do that, Anchor FM, for those of you who want to start a podcast. And I think it's absolutely great to build a relationship with people, because you don't know me until you've heard my voice. You may not be able to see me, but at least you know where I'm coming from and what I'm saying. And so here we are talking about trusting one another, building relationships and stuff like that. And I think it's kind of cool because not everybody... We don't know some of these people that are on podcasts, right? We just kind of we listen to what they're saying, see if they have an interesting voice or whatnot, or if what they're talking about is going to help us with a problem that we have. And that's what I aim to do with this podcast. Is I hope to give so much value, because that's where the money is, right? That's where helping people comes into play. My plan right here in this podcast is to give so much value in terms of just giving you everything I really know. And from there, I should be able to convince you to trust me. After a long period of time, I anticipate that you will trust me and that you will give me your money. No, but seriously. It's just how it works, and it's just something I've learned over the years. And so it's more transparent, right? You get to know me, and I feel like this is such a great marketing strategy to build a relationship with people so that they can know where they're going. So, and I'll just be honest, my intentions are to give the content first, right? To just kind of talk, build a relationship with you, and stuff like that. As soon as I see people watching and viewing and listening, there's gonna be a lot more appreciation once I know people are listening and that I'm helping them, and I see it in the comments and stuff like that. Then yeah, I'm gonna be like, go to my Instagram, or go to Wolf Official, this website, go to my store, go to my university, go to my YouTube channel for this video, and I'll even be playing music on here. When I have time, I'm gonna upload some of my new music that I'm coming out with so you can listen to it and see what you think. I think that would be pretty cool. We get to hear some of the music that I'm, putting out, stuff like that. And eventually I want to interview people. I think that'd be really fun, just kind of talking about other people and their businesses and, sharing that on here. And yeah, I think that'd be awesome. So I'm super excited. But I guess the title of this episode is Building Relationships, right? Using trust for business. So that's kind of where I'm at in life, and I've never really given up on all the other platforms. I still try to contribute to the ones I feel that are most important to be on, always leaving a trail of the brand Wolf Official and making sure that people are genuinely learning something and inspired at the same time. I follow a lot of billionaires, a lot of people I admire in the world, and so my goal also is for you to just get to know me. Maybe one day, I know one day I'm not going to be around, but at least you will have learned from my life. At least you will have gained some perspective of how I look at the world. Not that I'm great, but maybe, who knows, maybe in a decade or a little bit longer than a decade, I might be great, And at least you got to listen to what it was like when I was younger. And when I just was barely getting by, I'm not barely getting by now, but it's just that you get to see what it was like, and you get to hear what it was like in my shoes, way back, like maybe 2050 or 60 or 2070. I don't know what year you might be listening to it, but at least you got to hear what it was like living in my age. And I guess that's that. I really want to thank you for listening to this podcast episode. Stay tuned. I got some more goodies coming your way. Peace.